What's up? We are live.
How's it going, everybody?
We're live to nobody. Nobody knows yet. So we'll give it some time. I got the official notification, though. I wanted to recopy the invite to everybody and post it up on the Facebook page now, or if I can, on the live stream so that we'll actually see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's live. Let me see. How do I... There we go. We can kind of see ourselves. That's really weird. Paste. Enter. There's something went wrong. Oh, well, that sucks. I guess I can't put a link on our own stream. All right. Well, guys, like we put out there, if you're joining us just now, this is our virtual Hangout episode. So there is a link on the Facebook event side, on our Instagram as well. There's a link for you to join. So instead of just hanging out, watching, and jumping in the comments, hop on the link. Turn your camera on. You can do it on your phone, on your computer. Grab a beer and come hang out with us. It's going to be
very
a good time.
exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I just saw somebody try and hop on, and they left immediately as soon as they saw their face. So we'll give it some time here. Everybody, again, go on the event on our Facebook page, and the link to join is in the description on the event. I'm trying to get it into the comments now. But it looks like we're having an issue there. So go on the event page and it is there. If you can't figure that out, then that's unfortunate because we want you to join us. But we're going to give it some time. Everybody, thank you for joining us already who are on watching, but hopefully we'll have a couple of guests here join us soon. We're thinking about doing kind of a food-ish, right?
Yeah,
we got some
we're
food
just
questions,
like,
some this or that's going on. So,
and we can talk about whatever you want. Oh, hey, someone's joining us.
Oh, man. Here we go. Let's get him on here. Hey, what's going on, man? Can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear you. Do you have your mic on?
Yeah, I do. You hear me?
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm not kidding. Give me 1 second here. Let me see. It's probably on our settings. Yeah, it is. Here we go. You can probably hear a little bit better. Bam. There we go. What's going on, man?
How's it going, guys?
Cheers.
Hey,
It's nice
doing?
to actually meet you here in person after we've been drinking all your delicious beers.
Right.
Yeah, cheers. Nice to meet you guys.
Right on. What are you drinking there?
Could join. This is a raspberry blonde ale that I made. Or, sorry, not raspberry. Black. Blueberry. Huh.
Blueberry. God, he doesn't even know what he's drinking.
I know.
Right on. I didn't even realize. I totally forgot that you're on the West Coast. So I put the time in there. I'm glad.
Super hot here. Yeah, it's beautiful out right now. Oh man, it's amazing. We're having the hottest day in Seattle that we've had in, I don't know, 6 months probably.
Really?
Oh, it's like mid 70s right now. It's beautiful. Can't beat it.
That's great.
We're crammed into my garage right now, and it's a balmy 45 degrees outside.
Is it really?
So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're rocking a space heater and a couple of layers, but
yeah,
very jealous.
My wedding is next weekend, and
shit! Congrats!
Thanks, guys. And of course, like we're having this beautiful weather right now, and the forecast is rain for my wedding. So I'm like, of course.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh man, well hopefully.
I could be wrong about this. Isn't Seattle one of the rainiest cities in the country though?
It is, yeah. So it's like, if you have a wedding in Seattle and it's not rainy, then that's weird. So, you know.
Right. I love how whoever it was, I always like to think back when they say like it's good luck if it rains on your wedding day.
Oh yeah.
Like there was one person that was just pissed off because it was raining and just made up that
you know
lie.
This is what I'm saying now. It's good luck.
Like, oh yeah, it's actually good luck. So that's awesome. Congrats.
I think if you live in Seattle and you have a sunny day, maybe that's bad luck because it's the.
Oh, I'm sure it's probably the opposate, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hate to say this out loud, but man, in that case, I guess I hope it rains for you.
Yeah, there you go. See, yeah, and we have a contingency plan, so we're set up. Yeah, no.
Right on. Are you guys doing like an outdoor or something indoor? Or
yeah, it's outdoor, indoor. It's like a barn, but they can like open up most of the walls. They're like big sliding walls, and open it up. So get that free flowing air, and we're excited. A lot of people traveling. It's gonna be like 90 people, and we're only allowed to have 6 people on the dance floor at a time. So
really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been crazy. The state of Washington, Pierce County, where the wedding's at, what county it's in, has been jumping around. So they went from like phase 2 or phase 2, then they went to phase 3, and of course last week they went backwards to phase 2, and we had already invited the amount of people that we are allowed to.
Oh, no way.
3. Yeah, and so
really,
it's just been a mess. Yeah, it's been a mess.
I mean, I guess everybody kind of expects that though right now. Like if you're doing any sort of event, you got to be flexible, right?
Yeah, and so our wedding first was supposed to be in August. We had to cancel that. So now we're moving to Texas. So and we already paid the venue here, so we were like, we have to go through with the wedding because we're not going to fly back to Washington to have it.
Sure. Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Whereabouts in Texas you guys headed to?
Houston. We're moving to Houston. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. Everybody seems to be going to Texas right now.
You know what? The beer scene is I would say it's not that expansive yet, and so I'm actually pretty excited because who knows? It might be the place where we do brick and mortar. So
yeah.
Oh man, that's exciting. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. There we go.
Have to keep in touch for sure. That's exciting.
Yeah. Thankfully, I've been lucky enough to have some good connections with some breweries up here, and got a close buddy up here that owns a brewery, and so they've been willing to talk to me about everything from finance to I mean just everything, payroll. I mean the laws, so all sorts of stuff. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that
is awesome. And honestly, man, we truly appreciate you shipping all those beers out. And I know working with Devin and everything, but it was a blast. I was so surprised that both times that they were able to make it here totally unscathed. We were able to still enjoy them, but I didn't have super high hopes that they were going to make them here, but they were fantastic. It's
that's a scary thing about shipping beer. It's because you only get so many opportunities for people to try your beer, and it's like if it doesn't make it through shipping, it's kind of scary because first impressions are a big deal.
Right.
My first impression of beer is crappy because the shipping didn't go well, then that's not too good. So
right. Man, that's exciting. I love the fact that you're talking about trying to do some brick and mortar. Yeah, ooh, what is that? That looks good.
This is made with Lupo Max hops. I just finished this one, but it's have you guys heard of cryo hops?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Lupo Max, I don't really know exactly, but I think Lupo Max is this version of it. It's like a sort of a up and coming technology with like hop oil extraction. And so this is made out of Lupo Max hops, and it's really, really good. It came out nice. Right on. Mm-hmm.
What's up? Hey, Josh, sorry, didn't mean to ignore you there, man. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us, man.
You guys are in the middle of something. there was a good chat going there. I was going to intrude.
How's it going, Josh?
All right, bud. How about yourself?
I'm doing well.
This is awesome. No, this is we kind of threw this together too. Beginning of the day, we knew the lead planned on coming over, and we normally do these remote anyway. Mm-hmm. Him at his house and me over at mine, even though we're not too far apart. But we kind of threw this together. We're like, hey, do we want to invite everybody else to join? Because we love starting to do these live events where people are jumping on the comments and stuff. But we figured it'd be a good time for everybody to just hop on, share a beer, and just have a little virtual hangout. So I apprate you guys joining. Cheers to you
cheers,
guys.
Everybody.
Lee has the most.
Look at this.
It's tough to see. Yeah, put that in the middle of the frame.
Not bought it. It was given to me. It's this huge Schlitz mug. It's weighty too. Super girthy.
Dude, it probably weighs like a good 10 pounds. We had to reinforce the table on his
what
end.
What is it that's green in there?
It's not beer. I'm trying to watch a little bit this week. I know. It's a monster.
It's a monster? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we know about the cup. What's in the drink?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a Monster Ultra Paradise. Not a sponsor.
Yeah, not an official sponsor just yet. But
I thought you jumped straight to Four Locos or
that would have been. Listen. That's coming up soon.
Maybe an Adios or one of those.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna move it back so we can see each other.
Oh
man, I don't think I've had a Four Loko since my college days.
Yeah, I know. they got banned for a while. It turns out that caffeine and alcohol is not the best mix.
Yeah, it was a big thing they had because they had to limit the amount of caffeine and they raised the amount of alcohol in them in the unbanned ones. So it was kind of a weird situation, but it was a big deal if you had like pre-ban Four Loko.
Yeah. I'm sure you can find them somewhere on the black market. Somebody's stashing them right now.
College kids were stocking up on it.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember there were a bunch of young people drinking those things and they were ending up in the hospital because your heart
it was left and right.
What to do when you're drinking a shit ton of caffeine, and then you're also getting drunk. So
Right, so a lot of uppers and downers.
yeah.
Those were the good old days.
Right.
Ruin all the fun.
The days you remember, at least.
Yeah.
Right from drinking that. What do you got going on there, Josh? What's in that mug?
It's basically like the poor man's screwdriver. It's sun-kissed and vodka.
Nice. That sounds good.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Okay. I like that. Beautiful.
I don't think that's the poor man's screwdriver. I think that's might be a step
that's a
up.
smart man's. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Where are you
We're going to
at?
celebrate the Browns mug with the flag behind you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Where are you
What's
at,
up?
Josh?
Oh, I would say I'm home in Ottawa.
Well, yeah, Josh is in like Northwest Ohio. So we're on the
Ohio.
Northeast side. Josh is in like the Northwest side.
Yeah, Josh, you got to think global here. We're talking. We're spinning the country right now. We got full East Coast and West Coast right now. So.
Well, I could have just said Ottawa and let everyone decide. Oh, maybe it's Canada.
Yeah, right. We're just gonna. Yeah, you should have said
He
that.
looks Canadian.
I'm in Ottawa, eh?
You kind of do look Canadian. I never realized that.
And I haven't heard that one. I've heard Samoan,
Oh wow.
but
I just found out the Black Widow in my garage right behind my kegerator.
Are you serious?
That's
Hill of
insane.
Fire.
Can I turn this camera?
Yeah, right. It's a good thing you're moving. I would burn my house. I would burn my house to the ground if that were the case.
It's
Is this going to be like one of those videos where suddenly the spider's going to jump at the camera?
No, is there can I turn my camera on? You guys got to see this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you should be able to.
Man. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to try to do I can't turn the camera on. Check this out.
Okay. Oh yeah, nope. I'm moving.
Oh man,
Nope, kill it with fire.
Yeah,
that's
burn
crazy.
Burn it to the ground, dude.
It's eating a bumblebee right now, or it's wrapping it up.
Oh, geez, I didn't even see that. Nope.
Nope.
We saw it here first, folks.
Whoa.
Yeah, right.
It's the first Drink About It nature documentary.
Yeah, right.
What is going
Maybe
on?
you guys just need to like voice over a nature documentary with your own commentary.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it.
What's going on?
Oh man.
Are you guys seeing this?
Right. Tell me how well did the garage smell after that huge spray you had on doing that release?
It was such a mess. Oh, I got a good story for you guys. I'll tell you guys right now.
Oh hell yeah.
Well, first I'll tell you guys. So yeah, that was pretty funny. And it's funny because that happens very often. I feel like anyone that's ever brewed beer and has a conical shaped fermenter. So like this guy. So with the valve at the bottom, if you're trying to empty that thing and everything's because you got all this like yeast and hops and everything, and it comes slowly out of the valve. But once you get to a point where there's not much more resistance and it's pressured up, I think I probably had it up at like 5 pounds of CO2 in there. And once you get all the more like solid matter out of there and it's just liquid sitting above it, I mean that thing just rushes out and just blasts you in the face. And it's funny because I got so many comments and so much conversation started out of that one. So many people messaging me like, "Oh man, like you're not a brewer unless that's happened to you." And sure enough, I saw I think it was today, like a big commercial brewery. I saw they posted on their page. This dude was covered. I mean, my fermenters, it's a 10-gallon fermenter. Theirs are on the barrel scale. So
yeah, right.
Covered in hops, and the same exact thing happened to him basically, which is kind of hilarious.
That's awesome. It's almost like kind of baptism by fire kind of thing.
Yeah,
welcome to being a true brewer now.
A hop baptism. That's
right.
I'm turning around right now because I'm freaking out because I'm trying to keep an eye on where that Black Widow is.
Yeah, right. Seriously, you're braver than I am to be turning my back to it. Not a chance. I'd have been down the street.
Yeah, so here's a good story for you guys. This is hilarious. It was the start of what could have been a really, really bad morning. I think it was a Monday morning, and so I had this keg. It was a coffee porter that I made with Humble Beginnings with Devin, and the keg was sitting there. I had like 2.5 gallons left of it probably, and it's starting to get warmer here, and I'm not really drinking too much dark beer, and I don't think anyone's come by lately that was really into dark beer. So I was like, man, I need to get this keg emptied because I got a couple beers in the fermenter right now. I need to free up some kegs. So I hit up Devin and I was like, hey, Devin, I'll fill up growlers for you. I'll bring them into work and you can just take all these growlers off my hand. And he was like, okay, cool. So I go to fill up some growlers. I think I got like 4.5 growlers before I ended the keg. So maybe there wasn't that much. Maybe it was like 1.5 gallons. Yeah. And so I filled up these growlers and I wake up Monday morning, put them in my back seat, and I have a couple Australian Shepherds. So I have one of these like hammock type things that I use to protect the seats in the back. And so I laid the growlers on top of that and I'm going to work. And so like I'm literally like a minute away from our base here in Seattle, and we have to go over some railroad tracks. Well, I go over the railroad tracks and I'm being super cautious when I'm driving, and somehow one of the growlers goes rolling across the back seat into another one.
No.
Smashes it, and all I hear is glass shattering, and I hear like it sounds like a wave in my back seat. Like I hear a tremendous amount of liquid sloshing.
Oh gosh.
It was so much, and so it's early. I think it's like 6:37 in the morning, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even know what to do. I was one block away from work, so I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm just gonna deal with it in the parking lot. Well, I get to work, and I looked in the back seat before, and I saw it was a disaster. And so I get to work and I show my ID to the security guard, and he looks at my ID, weighs me through, and so I go and park, and I probably park about like 200 feet from where the security like guard shack is at.
Yeah.
And I open up my door, I look at my back door, and I'm about to open it, and I could see it's freaking pouring out of my back door. It's
God.
Oh no.
and so I'm about to open the door, and I see the security guard coming at me. And he was like, sir, he's like, what's leaking out of your car? And I was like, oh gosh. And I was like, it's beer.
Beer?
He was like, you're not allowed to bring alcohol on base. So right
like
then,
you just filled up your back seat with beer.
Yeah.
Right?
So right then a bad day turned into a worse day. And I was like, oh God, I'm gonna get booked right now. And so I open up the back door, and literally just like a wave of beer just comes out into the parking lot.
Oh
It was just incredible. And you know what? The big saving grace of this all was that freaking dog seat cover. It was waterproof, and so my seats actually didn't get wet at all. And really, it was a really easy cleanup. My carpet didn't get wet, nothing.
So it was like all contained in that hammock. That's awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah, the cup holders and my doors on both sides were full of beer on both sides.
Oh, sure.
And then the security guard ended up saying, he was like, knowing that that's alcohol, I would have to turn you in. He's like, so I'm going to act like I never saw this. And he turned around and walked away. And that was it. But
geez.
I mean, man,
dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, how could you having a rough enough day?
Yeah, right. How could you book a guy after that? Like, dude's got gallons of beer just wasted pouring out of his car.
Yeah.
Because who's never done that?
Yeah.
Right.
So now every day I drive on to base, he goes and like as he sees me pulling up to the guard check, he goes up to the sign that says no alcohol and he points it out to me every day.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah,
God, that's
reminder. Yeah.
That's oh my God, man, that sucks. That's terrible. Oh wow. Man.
Oh, I got the Black Widow. It's gone. I got it. It's done.
What do you mean you got it?
I was just gonna say.
I sprayed it with some Star Sand, some like sanitizer used for brewing.
There you go.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, good.
It's on its back right now.
Yeah, man, I'm with Josh, man. Kill that thing with fire. It's a good thing you guys were already moving because you would have had to now. You know. I didn't think they had those things up there. I wouldn't have thought.
I didn't know that. I honestly, that thing's been in my garage this whole time.
Jeez.
Wow.
Hold on, perfect. It's time for
there we go.
It's time for a soundbite.
Crazy.
That was beautiful.
What's up, Brian and Becky?
Yeah, Becky and Brian, thanks for coming in.
Sorry if you could hear us before.
Oh, you're
no.
fine.
You guys are totally fine. What's up? Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream here. Cheers, salute, whatever you guys are drinking. Becky, probably it's a protein shake, or Brian, I'm not sure if you pulled out a Blue Moon out of the back of the fridge or anything.
Sure.
I'll go get him one.
There you go.
I
Good.
have water, so that's what we're gonna do. Water.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to just turn into all the guests from all your episodes.
That's kind of what's happening.
like a
Yeah, it
reunion,
really
yeah.
is. Everybody's just kind of like joining back on. So, hey, man, the more the merrier. The more the merrier.
Just to talk about how far you guys have stretched this.
What was that? You cut out a
Just
little
to
bit.
talk about how far you guys have gone with this.
Yeah, man, it's still to this day. We say it every single week, but to this day, we're still so humbled that and literally more than one person that's not our wives or our family turns in to watch these things ever. So we've been having a blast with it, man. We actually have a bunch coming up in May. We have a bunch of episodes of breweries.
Yeah, super exciting.
A bunch here in Cleveland, and then we got Brewbag that's going to be on. We're working on getting the lead singer, Goalkeeper. It's a punk band out of Philly. They're going to be on. So we got a bunch of stuff coming up in the next month or two.
Yeah, very exciting stuff.
It's nuts. It's funny. There's another podcast that we did a joint episode with back when we first started. It was like our second or third episode.
Yeah, B3F, right?
Yeah. So I think they're on at the same time we are right now. But we never expected anybody to like actually agree to be on here.
Right.
And so every time we're asking people, still to this day, from like the first week, like, hey, do you want to come on? They're like, yeah. We're like,
do you?
We're like, are you sure? Like, do you really know what's going on? So we've just been reaching out to more and more people, and everybody's been more than happy to come on. So we love it. It's a good time.
Here's your koozie.
Oh man, we lost him. He was I think that's what was going on.
I think it was a connection thing.
Yeah, it's probably on the phone, unfortunately, man. If you can still hear us, I think it was just your phone.
Well, there he is.
Out. Here we go.
Trying to join back in.
Hey, we got you back. There we go.
Yeah,
I think it was. I'm not sure if you're on Wi-Fi or on your or on your cellular, but it's cutting in and out just a little bit.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know what happened. Yeah, something happened.
You sound good now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Someone named Adam said that there was some shit behind me. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's funny as hell. So yeah, the comments that any post on like Facebook or YouTube or anything, everybody can see that.
Yeah.
So that's like Adam's my brother-in-law.
Oh.
And so he's referring to the Browns flag that's behind Lee, the Cleveland Browns, because he's one of those idiots that grew up in Cleveland, but likes the Steelers just to be a dick.
I thought it was a private message to me, and I was like, I was like, what's Brad behind me?
Who is this Adam guy talking shit?
I don't even know you.
Right.
I was like, okay.
What's funny too is it's your beer list behind you too.
Right.
Like that is like it's so perfectly specific to your background.
Like, what's this shit? I have a fish and some beer lists. Like, what?
Yeah, we had a troll in the group or something.
Yeah, that's how we know we made it. We finally got our first troll.
Yeah, right.
You know? It's a good sign. Well, hey guys, since we have a few people here, we've gotten going. I want to throw we'll throw one of our first questions to the group here. Lee, you had one, so we'll kind of round robin this. I'm going to get your guys' thoughts. Hit them with the first food question we have. We figured that was everybody's coming different walks of life, right? That was food is like the great unifier. So
right,
God bless America.
Right, absolutely. So hit us, Lee. Why don't you give us?
So my question I hear, what crazy food combination that you got that you like, no one believes is good. So you tell everybody about this. Ooh. You eat it all the time. You love it, and you tell all your friends, and no one believes you.
Ooh.
I can go first. What you guys are thinking, if you want.
If you have one, because I don't.
My thing that I've eaten that I really enjoy that no one believes me. I really like dill pickles and peanut butter sandwiches.
Get the fuck out! That
I
sounds
will,
terrible.
100%. It's delicious. It's really good.
That a lot.
It's delicious. No,
it's
not.
Delicious.
No, it's not.
It is delicious.
What?
Yeah, you've never had one before?
No, I haven't had one because I'm a normal person.
I think it's a Southern Ohio thing. That's why Josh has heard of it before.
Really?
I'm pretty sure this is a Southern Ohio thing to do.
Josh, you called you out.
I've heard of it, but I've never tried it. Let's get that clear.
Dude, you put the jelly on still?
Not at all. I had a friend that did that once. It is not good.
No, you can't have a peanut butter sandwich without jelly on it. No. That's
just dill pickles, just peanut butter on white bread.
White bread, peanut butter, and pickle.
That,
Yes.
like PB&J.
What is it?
PB&P.
Oh,
It's like an acronym.
Triple P, right? Pickles, peanut butter. You got like a triple.
What's the other P?
I don't know. the P in white is silent.
The P, yeah.
I would start spelling it like that.
Yeah.
White.
Yeah, right.
It was like, what's white?
White. No, that's great. Peanut butter and pickles.
Oh.
I've never heard of that. That sounds absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
I have no intention. I have no intention of trying that at all.
I don't blame you. I mean, I was apprehensive at first as well.
Who introduced you to that?
He was supposed to be on here, but their episode, we ended up having a lot of like technical issues with it, trying to post it. My buddies John Raber and Danny.
That sounds like something.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Danny? Or was it John?
John. Those John
Really?
thing.
Okay. I would say that's a Danny thing. Okay.
It does sound like a Danny thing, though.
That makes a little bit more sense knowing who recommended it to you. No, it's not. Hold on. There we go.
Here we
Somebody
go.
said, no, it's not. It's a pregnant woman thing. That's exactly what it sounds like, too. Right. Oh, my God. That's terrible.
That's
And
basically
anybody else?
do.
What's that?
I have one, but it's not like something I still.
Oven.
It was something I used to do.
What was that?
Ranch dressing with white rice.
Ooh.
Okay. I feel like ranch on anything is good.
I
but
mean,
that
and
was-
then, like if you really liked ranch, because you're really just
Yeah.
eating ranch at that point,
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
because there's no real taste.
Yeah, you get the ranch and you put it on there and you mix it up and it's just like this. It's almost like a pudding type thing. It's really good.
You did not sell that well.
It's not.
yeah,
it's not.
it's
It's
not.
not sweet pudding. It's savory pudding.
Oh man,
You did not sell that well.
Hey, dude,
Oh, I'm having ranch pudding.
Yeah.
Who wants some of my savory pudding?
Yeah,
My
ranch,
salty
ranch
pudding?
on rice didn't sound that bad. As soon as you said ranch, you had like pudding. That's no. I'm gone. I'm off that train now.
I don't know. My grandma came up with it. I don't know how she did it, but we used to love
Really?
it. Yeah, every time I'd go to my grandma, she would make that for us, and we just loved it. I don't know.
I can
That's
see the
weird,
people
man.
would eat
Normally,
that, though.
normally
I mean, like,
grandmas are like super traditional, like not anything
That's
crazy like
true.
that. You
Yeah.
know?
This is a Mexican grandma that made that for me. So
Really?
Oh, okay.
I don't know how
Wow.
she did it, but we
The fact
loved
that you
it.
had a Mexican grandmother that used ranch is astounding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yep.
agree. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll have to
man.
ask about that one. I'm going to see her next week. I'll have to ask her where that one came from.
Yeah, for sure. Be like, listen, Grandma, there's a bunch of people talking shit on your ranch and rice. Oh man, Brian, Becky, Josh, you guys have anyone?
Grape chicken.
Oh yeah, Brian. Tell
Oh.
that Brian's bright purple grape chicken.
So it's baked chicken with sweet baby ray barbecue sauce, ketchup, and grape jelly, but it turns out neon purple.
That actually sounds
I
good.
like when you call it grape chicken, I can see be off-putting, but I bet that would be delicious.
Yeah.
No,
like
we
grape
did that
jelly.
with meatballs one time for a Super Bowl party.
Oh, yeah. That would
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Yeah. I've seen. Yeah, exactly that. Meatballs people do jelly with barbecue sauce. That would be good, actually.
Yeah.
Chicken.
See,
That's
that
the
was sold
only-
way better than the ranch.
Yeah,
rice.
right.
and the peanut butter sandwiches, pickled peanut butter,
Right.
the triple P's.
So far, Brian, yours is the only one I would want to actually try. I mean, ranch on rice, I've probably done. Right, same thing of like, okay,
It's
eating chicken and rice just over and over again.
Right.
Back when I used to be in shape. Right, I'm sure it's happened plenty of times. Right, but
Rounds of
that would
shape.
actually sound good. Yeah, right. Yes, it is, Josh.
Oh,
there we go.
I don't really know if I have one.
Lacey
Yeah,
brought it
I
up.
don't do
Lacey,
anything weird.
Lacey commented on the Facebook there. If you guys can't see it, her and I was going to talk about
There we
this too later on. Her weird food that we've kind of made fun of her in the family for is peanut butter sandwiches in chili.
Dude, you're not even
Dude,
drinking.
that's
I know.
delicious.
I love how
I know,
you
and
were
that's
so
like a Southern
stuck
Ohio
on the
thing,
pickles
too.
there.
I was
I
so
know,
stuck
right?
on it, I couldn't get it out.
You wanted to say pickles twice.
Oh,
I'm a
man.
professional.
Right.
You really
We do
love
this
that.
every week, guys.
He likes pickles on his white bread.
Oh my gosh. Now I know it's authentic. You really do love those.
Yeah, right. He did not just make this up. That's a real thing. Oh, man.
Oh man.
Dude, I don't have anything that's weird. There's probably a combination most people wouldn't think of, but once you hear it, it makes sense. But it was a weird tradition we've done in my family forever, which is pizza rolls over mac and cheese,
Oh, so yeah, that would go hard.
which
That
is
would be
which
delicious.
is just
You
know,
can't.
it's-
No one's arguing that. For
yeah,
sure.
right.
Nope.
That's what I mean. It's a weird combo, but it's great. Throw a bowl of mac and cheese, throw a bunch of pizza rolls on top, a
Wow.
little bit of white rice, bunch of ranch, make a little pudding.
I feel like something I was doing before it got big was like something like that is like pulled pork on macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's kind of
places do
reminiscent of
that. Yeah. That's not a weird one. But, dude,
Anything with macaroni and cheese.
right. True. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna cut out of here, everybody. Thanks for having this.
Bro, thanks for joining.
Bye.
We
Hey,
Hey,
appreciate
thanks for
it.
hanging out, man.
It was
For sure.
great meeting
good.
you.
Yeah, good to actually see you. Good to meet you in virtual person, if you will.
Yeah. Good to meet you. All
Right
right.
on, man. All right. Have a good
Take it
one.
easy.
And then there were three. What's up?
Oh, I'm not in this picture anymore. That's
I feel
I
like
know,
it's just
it
going to be a
happened.
constant rotation of people today.
I know. There we go. Hey, you're back in.
hey.
Hold on. Let me do this. Stand by. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
Oh Lord.
Hey, there we go. Hey, it looks a little bit better.
Where are you guys streaming from?
My garage.
We're in a non-disclosed private location.
Yeah, we're in our doomsday bunker.
Yeah.
That's
The
all.
Bat
Doomsday
Cave,
bunker.
Brian said.
The
Yeah,
bad
right.
cave.
Oh man, I wish. I've actually thought about that.
The question is though, who is Batman and who's Robin?
I'm probably Robin.
You think that's I think it's a healthy relationship, probably, right? The fact that we're both
I would be really honest. I would say I would always see Lee more as Robin.
I think the way that Justin leads the show, maybe, yeah, for sure. That's why I was getting like the Robin
Probably.
thing from and the
I
relationship.
just figured Robin's more like skinny little girl boy in tights. Like,
Oh, so you're
that's
going
probably
physical
more me.
attributes. Well, if it's physical attributes, well then like I don't know. The thing. Like,
Neither, yeah, right, neither of us fit the role of Batman. Oh man.
Oh,
Hey,
I can just see Lee
open-
doing all those cheesy ass catchphrases.
Oh yeah, that is right up. That is right up our alley.
Holy
bro.
crossfire, Batman.
Right. Hey,
Except I don't think
hey,
you can keep it that PG throughout the whole thing.
not a chance. No. Well, hey, to the couple people that are still that made it through the first half an hour with us, if you're watching, the invite stands on the bottom, guys. You are more than welcome to join us. Crack open a beer or water, whatever. Come hang out for a little virtual hangout.
It's funny. I'm not. I was
Please.
sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah,
but
whatever.
as
Fuck
you
you,
said,
dude.
there were 3 people watching, and invited them to come on and drop down to 2.
I
Like,
know.
oh no! so one got out real fast.
That's what always happens. Like, oh,
good.
look, I come on.
Group
Yeah.
participation.
Right. Well, it's probably a little bit easier for you guys that you've both been on the show, you know. So it's once you break the ice, it's a little bit easier, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's actually a good question. I think that I'm going to pose to both of you guys, since you have been on the show, right? That you've done an episode before. Is it easier? Do you find it now? I'm probably putting too much weight on our podcast.
Oh, for sure.
But do you find it easier now to like do stuff like that, or because I'm not sure if you guys have done stuff before or not, but do you find it easier now to just like hop on a Zoom call or hop on a podcast and just like more willing to do something like this at all?
Well, I mean, since appearing on your podcast, whatever that was, December, I think, I have
somewhere around there.
hundreds of podcasts since then. I just keep having. I have to turn down invitations. There's just so many.
It sounds about right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Becky's an Instagram influencer. I don't know if you know this or not.
I
Becky's an influencer on
I'm
Instagram.
very,
I have-
very
Yeah,
aware.
I have almost 800 followers now. I actually.
Oh shit!
now. People
Tell
wanna
them
watch-
about us.
Yeah, let's plug it. Plug the show.
Plug the show.
I don't know. I think I have no problem talking about myself all day, every day. So, but I like this format where there's other people, that can be on and off at any time, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. This is the first time we've done something like this. We literally threw this together today at like noon. I was like, I think I texted Lee about it. I was like, hey, what do you think about putting out an open invite to everybody this week?
Very cool.
As I was waiting for his response, I had already built out all like the event, all the photos, everything like that. And then the second he's like,
I don't care if he likes this idea.
Yeah.
It was
Oh no,
the
I
second
was
I
going to
said,
post it
okay,
out
it was
anyway. I just
posted.
wasn't done yet. And then he responded. He finally responded. He's like, yeah, I think that could probably work. And I was like, great, I already posted it. So
I know for
already
me,
got it out
I
there.
had multiple people because I know when we did our podcast, Ohio State was playing Clemson.
Right. Yeah.
And of course we started talking about football and everything like that. I've actually had, I want to say, probably 10 or 15 guys that I used to work with at Kohl's all say I should start doing like a sports podcast or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh shit! Right on, man.
I think
Lee
you should too.
dabs aggressively Neil.
Oh, because whenever we see each other, that's
Is that
that's
your
me
thing?
and John Heath's formal introduction to one another.
Oh well, shit, John Heath. Why don't you go downstairs, get your studio fucking fired up, and join us instead of hanging out in the comments? You piece of shit.
Oh, Lee, you're better than that.
Yeah.
Don't dab.
Right. No,
That's what me
funny.
and John say hi to one another at work. Me and John work together. We've known each other, for a long time now, since high school. But
Yeah.
we also work together. So whenever we pass in the hallways or whatever,
Yeah, and I want to say I've known John. John's known me since he's older, since I was knee high to a duck, man. I've known that family forever. But Josh, not just to your thunder, man. I think that would be awesome. I would definitely tune in to a Josh hosted sports podcast for sure. I think that'd be awesome. Or like a John Boy Media kind of thing, where he does like the little 5-minute clips, just the reviews. That'd be awesome.
With football coming back, that's what you should do, for sure. Even if it's a football centered podcast that we're only locked into, whatever September through February.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll do it. That'd be awesome.
I said, what? Maybe once things slow down, because things have really ramped up for everything that obviously we're going through. That I discussed when we did our podcast. We're really starting to hit our stride with everything.
Sure.
Not to put her business out there, but my wife is having surgery to start dialysis on Tuesday.
Well, hey, man, I hope it goes well.
So,
Yeah, definitely keep
sure.
her
I appreciate that.
prayers, for sure.
I appreciate that. We've got a lot going on.
Right on. Well, hey, man. Good
That's
luck with everything.
just speaking of and I'm sorry, I did not mean to take this. I just saw a comment from John Heath, and not that I'm trying to go back onto this, but you should even if you're going football, talk with John Heath.
John, yeah.
You guys could do something together, pull something like that. I feel like
it's so weird.
John Heath knows.
John, I'm going to keep talking about you until you get on this, because you keep making comments and you're not hopping on the damn video call.
I found the best way to get people to react is just shit talking the whole time.
That's my philosophy on life. It's just anything. It's just
so my philosophy should have been, man, that John doesn't know jack squat about the Browns.
Yeah, right.
He's such an ignoramus.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, for sure. Oh man.
He loved Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Listen, I was on the Johnny Manziel. I wasn't on the Johnny Manziel train, but I was cautiously optimistic. I was like, listen, it's a crazy risk. I'm all for it. It was fun. He made it fun to watch. It was a great story. It was fun to watch. Yeah. I'm all for having fun. That's where I'm at.
The NFL is a soap opera network.
At least the Browns.
What was that, Brian?
He turned the NFL into a soap opera network.
I agree that it was fun, but it was fun, and I enjoyed it
for sure. And then he went to the Canadian Football League for a while too.
He was in CFL. He's been in the XFL,
and people are still paying attention to him. And he's not doing anything anymore. I don't think.
What is
John? I'm not posting your comments anymore to the group until you join the live stream.
What's the XFL?
The XFL was Extreme Football League?
Yeah, it was like indoor football.
It used to be.
Yeah, they tried restarting it like 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah, it was originally created by Vince McMahon with WWF. And actually, fun fact, the Skycam that is used in the NFL, right? So you see the little camera that's on like the zip lines and everything like that was started in the XFL. Yep. So there's actually like elements of that have made its way over to the NFL. But yeah, it was actually really, really fun to watch back in the day.
Mhm.
They did some really crazy stuff. The players used to have like nicknames as opposed to their actual names, and it was way more violent. Like I said, it was started by Vince McMahon from WWF.
Yeah, there was no fair catch or anything like that.
Okay.
Right. Instead of a coin toss, they just put two people 20 yards away and a ball in the middle and made them race at it. So they just dove at the ball after an all-out sprint, and then they fought each other to figure out whoever got it. It was great. John, you're not listening. You keep posting comments, and I'm not going to show them until you get on here.
I was actually interested in what he said, but
I know. No, Lee, we have to stick to our guns, damn it. Oh man. Well, hey, I have another food question for you guys.
Yes.
Since we actually wrote notes down this time, which we never do. So, I've been asked this. This is strange. I don't know. I've been asked this a lot randomly by high school kids that I coach. It's a weird question that's come up a lot. Like year after year, somebody in the group asked me this.
somebody asked you this question.
And it is cereal soup? Yes or no? And explain your answer.
No. No. It's not.
No.
Oh, hold
Go for
on.
it.
That was confident as hell. Take it away, Josh.
No. I'm sorry. If I have soup that has, a hot broth, something like that, some veggies, noodles, things like that, some kind of protein element. No, cereal is its own thing. As long as it's, if you're putting it in milk, some kind of dried dried product, like especially if it comes in a box, it's no, it's not soup.
Well,
To
what about
counter
powdered
that,
soup? I mean, like you can have like dry soup.
Ooh, Becky, yes, please.
You can. I mean, you can have soup. There's like the powdered mixes, one that you mix with water and boil
See?
it. But if cereal's not a soup, why is tomato a soup? If there's nothing in it at all and there's no protein element at all.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with that.
Yeah, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
I hate tomato soup, so I don't think it exists.
That's what I was thinking too.
But my wife loves grilled
It's
cheese
hard
and
to argue
tomato
with that
soup.
argument.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like F tomatoes.
Dude, I used to feel that way, but like a good grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup, like dipped in.
But you would
it's
never.
so
I would
good.
never eat tomato soup like just tomato soup.
Correct. Nobody would. Psychopaths do that. Right.
What's yours though, babe?
Brian, you eat.
Depending if you use milk or not, is just soggy horse food.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, right. That's true.
The man knows.
It's just a grain. It's like pasture food.
Okay, John, I will. All right, listen, I'm going to go back from what I said because you brought up a good point. I don't want to talk about this. I'm still pissed.
What
that you're not
happened to
on this
sticking to your
live stream, though.
guns?
I know. Listen, Josh, you know me by now. I'm a fucking
You
liar.
have no morals.
I don't at all. So why is this surprising to you? Here we go. So John Burger, soup requires it to be warm. I disagree with that point. But he says oatmeal could be argued as soup.
That's a slippery slope, John.
That is a slippery slope. I agree.
So if it has, but I'm sure there are soups that you serve cold too.
There's plenty. Yeah, cucumber soup. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
sure.
that's when Josh said you had to be warm. I was like, no, wrong. So yeah, I don't think warm it has to be, but yeah, there's cold soups. But oatmeal is a slippery slope, man. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Grits.
Here's my question.
Yeah, it's grits.
What is the point
oatmeal?
of a cold soup? If I have a hot soup, the only time I really eat soup is when on a cold day to, kind of warm, like the old Campbell's commercial where the kid comes in and he's a snowman and then he eats the soup and he just thaws. That's soup.
Dude, you need to expand your palate, man.
See, but you can replace that with Lucky Charms.
You're living in the past. Yeah, right. Replace that with Lucky Charms.
Speaking of Lucky Charms, I just got a protein powder that tastes like Lucky Charms. It's really good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's really
Man,
good.
I don't know.
It's magically delicious, and you get those magical
It
gains.
sure as shit is.
So here's a question then to lead off that. Best breakfast cereal.
Oh.
Lucky Charms.
I think Lucky Charms for Brian.
No, really?
Not for me. That was Brian's answer.
Lucky Charms. I can't do I used to like as a kid, but I can't do the marshmallows anymore. Any cereal with like those marshmallows now, just as an adult, it's a texture thing.
They are
like it
kind of
anymore.
like stiff, and it's almost like I know what you mean.
They
For sure.
cook it so quickly.
Yeah, like that like feeling in your tooth. I'm not
I
about it.
This is gonna sound terrible, but don't hear me out, okay? So the Raisin Bran that has the granola clumps in it, and it's like
Oh, the
Raisin
Raisin
Bran
Bran
Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was
that
a
is
huge
good.
upgrade for Raisin Bran.
that's the
Yeah.
I like even original Raisin Bran though.
I like Raisin Bran, but you have to get a thing of raisins, dump it into the Raisin Bran.
That
That's a life hack. You heard it here first.
extra
folks.
raisin in the Raisin
Extra
Bran.
raisin in your Raisin Bran.
4
Yeah.
scoops of raisins.
Right. Correct. Right. I don't know. I've always been a Captain Crunch fan.
Captain Crunch. The only thing I don't like. I do love Captain Crunch, but I hate the way like Captain Crunch like injures your mouth while you eat it. Like
like the roof of your mouth a little
scrapes
bit.
the mouth. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, so you can't deal with the
I wanna
texture of
fight with my
marshmallows. You'll eat saw blades.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like that's always been a go-to for sure.
I think
What
my
about-
go-to like favorite breakfast cereal is Reese Puffs.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
Fuck, dude.
That's my wife.
Reese Puffs
That
are
is
so
my wife's
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brian said Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops
Fruit
too.
Loops,
That's a classic.
that's
Oh,
man.
that's my
That's got to be like a
and
top 3.
Funny, that's my sister's favorite.
Yeah. Dude, Reese Puffs is hard to beat. Like
It really is.
I'm not saying like eat it every day, but like top cereal that you're going to enjoy the
For
most.
sure.
Reese Puffs is pretty. It's hard to argue with that.
As I've gotten older, I've gotten really fond of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Fuck, dude, why are there
Older
so
and
many
Cinnamon
good
Toast-
cereals?
They are. They really are.
And Trix finally went back to the fruit shapes.
They did.
Did they really? I thought that there was I saw something, I don't know if it was Reddit or something, but it was like that they went away from the fruit shapes because we all grew up and we're
Right.
adults
And you
now
couldn't see them
and we can't see the fruit shapes just like the
because they're
commercial
just
was,
for kids.
right? Because tricks are for kids.
They went back.
Oh,
Yep.
I used to play with the shapes with my Barbies because they were the Barbies. And Cinnamon
That's
Toast
awesome.
Crunch that were the pieces of bread.
yeah, yes, the old school Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yes,
Yeah.
the thick. I agree. That might be my favorite.
Do you guys remember like that waffle crisp?
Cookie
Oh, yeah.
Crisp, Brian
Yeah.
too.
Cookie crisp. That was
Dude.
good too.
God damn it! Why are there
They
so
don't make
many
Cookie
good
Crisp
cereals?
anymore, do they?
Really?
I don't think I've seen them. I don't know. I haven't like looked for it. So
I always
I
get
don't
like
think they make it
knockoff
anymore.
brands.
What Cookie
I would-
Crisp? Still get
Yeah.
I would get like chocolate biscuit crisp. Like I always get the knockoff brand.
the
That
ones that are in like the giant bags.
Mhm.
The bag cereal, it's funny because I read the back once. And the back says some people say to something to this degree. It says some people say cereal that comes in a bag can't be good, but for reference, all cereal comes in a bag. And this
Yeah.
it's
Oh
like
shit! Yeah.
kind of like
Because it does.
It does.
Damn. Yeah, it's mind blowing. Yeah.
I think it's all the same. I mean, I think it's all the same
It
stuff.
probably is. Right. Yeah.
They're
We're all
just
just
putting it in different
brainwashed.
containers.
Yeah. Birds aren't real.
Well, one cereal that does not taste as advertised is the Oreo
Oh,
cereal.
I love the Oreo.
That does
Oh, the
not-
Oreo like O's.
Yeah.
That's
Oreo.
that's where it's at too. Those are good.
Oh,
that
see, Brian
does
doesn't like
not
those. He said he doesn't taste good at all.
Oreos.
It's good
I
stuff.
agree.
No, I agree
I
with
think
Brian. I
they're
don't think
good,
those
but
are
they
good.
don't taste like Oreos.
It's false
Oh.
advertising.
I agree. I'm with you, Brian. I enjoyed them. I think they taste good, but they're definitely not small Oreos.
Yeah.
No, I do. Okay, I do agree with that.
You know what I mean?
If you're looking for an Oreo, you're not going to find it there.
Correct. Hey guys, reminder to anybody who is watching and not on the live stream, the invitation still stands even if you joined late. The invite, the link is in the description on the event on our Facebook page as well as on our Instagram for you to join on the live stream. You can join on your phone, on your computer, whatever it is. But please, guys, feel free, come hang out with us. Grab a beer, grab a water, whatever you're drinking, and come hang out and join the cereal conversation that we've got on this weird tangent of.
Riveting.
That's what always happens. That's
Well,
what we
Yeah,
always
the
do.
riveting cereal conversation.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts, unless you're John Heath, because we will not post your comments anymore until you join on here. Oh man. We did that. And Lee, you brought up another one too. So I posed the cereal soup question because I've gotten that one a lot, right? But Lee brought up as soon as I said that, he goes, "Is a hot dog a sandwich?"
Yes.
Which is like the other one on that. So
Yes,
yes, I would. Do you?
Are you going to counterpoint? Because I think it is too. I think it's.
I would say yes.
Between bread.
I don't. See, I don't think so.
It's just its
own
own
okay,
separate
hold
thing.
on. My only thing is, I think the same argument applies to a hot dog being its own thing as like cereal as is soup. Like, yes, you could probably twist it and make the argument that yes, cereal has a lot of qualities that soup has, and on like a stripped down level, you could probably make a decent argument that it is close to a soup or is one. Same thing with a hot dog. Yes, it is like the basic.
But it's the opposite because you're making the opposite where like the hot dog is not a sandwich.
I think it's
easier to convince.
I think
it's easier to sell that it is.
Yeah. See, I'm saying the exact opposite of that. I think cereal stands alone from soup. It has a lot of similar qualities, but it is it's its own lane that I think hot dogs and like bratwurst or something like that. I think yes, it's similar to sandwiches. But it's its own lane, man.
That's a good point too. I mean, and not that I don't, because I do think it is a sandwich. The sandwich itself is such a broad spectrum. Soup is kind of a narrow field. Sandwiches are everything. There are so many different types and different things. You can put anything in between two pieces of bread and make it a sandwich.
Right.
I mean, because they do. You go any meat, any bread, it's a sandwich.
Yeah, David posted on here, hot dogs are a sub sandwich. You know what, David? That's a damn good point, and I'm upset that you brought that up because you're right. Like a sub or like a submarine,
I think it is
a submarine sandwich. But
that's what I mean. Sandwich is such a broad term.
Yeah, right. You got to define it. Right.
Soup is a much more narrow term.
I disagree. Like. I think soup is way more broader, and you're an uncultured swine.
Look, hot dog arrow soup is very wide.
Hot dog.
Right, that is true.
Sub is not a sandwich. I'm a liar again, John. You're wrong. I mean, it's a sub. It's literally in the word submarine sandwich.
Right.
It is. But I mean, like
a
sub is a sandwich.
Hot dogs cannot discriminate on the spherical or cylindrical shape.
Yeah, right.
For today.
Whoa.
Don't body shame and don't shape shame my hot dogs.
Shame my sandwiches, man.
Yeah. Ooh, David said, "Is ice water soup?" Oh fuck, we're going back to soup now. Is ice water soup?
Ice water soup?
Ice water? No.
There's no nutritional value there.
No. I think can we all agree here? The one thing we can all agree on: ice water is not soup.
Right.
And how dare you for asking?
Yeah, right.
Next.
Banned. Blocked.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, right. Good question, David, but you're wrong.
Bunch of communists.
Oh my god.
What about a crock pot meal? Is that soup, but when it's served,
it's only soup.
It's not soup.
It's only soup if it's soup.
Maybe it's a stew because that's not. I don't know. What is the point?
How do you differentiate between?
That's what I'm saying. What's the distinction between a soup and a stew? Because I really don't know.
There's no
broth.
But at what level?
I mean,
like at what level? Like you take away some of that broth and it becomes a stew. At what level?
It's the thickness of the broth. When it becomes more like a gravy, then it's more of a. To me, it's more of a stew. Once it becomes more hearty, it's a stew.
I think probably the addition of like cornstarch or something like that, or flour to make it creamier.
That makes sense.
I personally wouldn't say there's a difference, but I hear what you're saying, and so when I cook something, if I'm making a stew, I almost always add flour or cornstarch.
Yeah,
man, I know that a stew is a thing, but I'm such a child and I can't get away from farts. Like beef stew.
Oh,
if I can't in my head get away from it.
You're saying.
Oh, dude, you're such an idiot. You're ignoring me. We are ignoring you, John. I've said it again and again, and though I've lied 20 times. Until you join us, your comments will only be there because I'm the only one that can show them. So
Or Facebook.
They will only be there as he sees fit.
everybody else who's watching can see your comments, but they won't pop up on the screen, which is the important part, I guess. It doesn't matter unless I click it. Another soundbite. Oh, that had to be a good one.
That was
that's
good.
gonna be a good one.
If it wasn't late, I'd go get one of my drinks.
Yeah. It's not that late. Come on,
no.
Becky. It's not even 9 o'clock.
I'm going to bed in 5 minutes.
Come on.
I'm 16. I'm a grandmother.
I'm a grandmother.
Oh man. Jeez. We need to create a spin-off of Drink About It to be Soup About It. I feel like there's
Beef about it.
I didn't realize there's so many little nuances and things we can talk about with soup and stew.
Cereal for a good portion of time.
Cereal, right, yeah. Ice water.
The title of this episode should be Food and Brew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
And we talk coffee quite a bit, on this podcast.
We do. We do
With our-
talk coffee quite a bit.
Mhm.
We do.
But
Shout
we
out to
really
Humble
enjoy-
Beginnings.
Coffee and beer go together. Coffee and beer go together like peanut butter and pickles.
Like crack cocaine and strippers.
Hey,
They do. Like Chinese food.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
What is it like?
Chinese food and crack cocaine.
Yeah,
crab
Oh,
and hamburgers.
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, the
well,
crab rangoons and hamburgers. That was my last meal.
was it?
Yeah, from episode 1. That was a hell of a
Yeah.
callback there, Brian.
Yeah. All right, Brian. There we go.
Yep.
That's still I was before I remembered that, I was man, Brian, that is a great idea for a meal.
I know.
would have that.
Lee's like, that actually sounds pretty damn good.
That would go together.
We were talking about that last week on like if we should actually go back and listen to like the first couple of episodes.
You
I think it'd be cool if we could piece it up and like shoot back to it. We'll have to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, my editing.
Like, hey guys, check this out. from
We
this.
are nowhere at that level.
No,
at
but
all.
we
Like
I think we
Elise
can do it.
We need to figure that out. Like, it's not going to be Justin piecing all that together.
Hey, I'm
right.
learning.
or your
The we, right? Exactly.
The proverbial we. Yeah.
Right.
or your
Lee, look around. We are recording this in a fucking garage. Like, what do you think our level is here? Oh man, that's awesome.
3.
Was that Becky?
That's our level.
That's our level
She said
3.
That's our level 3.
Out of 5, I'll take it.
Well, certainly not out of 10.
Oh no, of course not. Why would you do that? Nobody would do that.
Lee, you're at your maximum.
Yeah, I'm at my maximum.
That is top level. So
This is all the effort I have.
right.
You could record Grandma listening to the first episode and get her reaction to it.
That would be a good
Yeah,
video.
we need to get a like a reacts video or
A
something.
grandma
I don't know how to
reacts.
edit that shit though.
Right.
We could do that, Josh. You got to figure that out once you start your
Podcast.
once you start your sports podcast. Yeah, that's right. We're talking to you, man.
I
Once
want to know
you,
how this became my job.
yeah, right. Once
Nobody said
once
you free
once
beer.
you figure it out, yeah, exactly. Once Josh figures it out for his sports stuff, then he can tell us how to do it, and we can do the.
Well, I
Right.
say I am in school for IT right now, so I could probably figure it out.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Josh is officially part of our staff now. Is going to do all of our editing. Thank you for volunteering, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, with all that free time.
Right. All hail Jesus, or Leesus,
Lesus.
the one. and only.
Jesus.
Bonus points to anybody who counts how many times I would say I would not show John his comments and then
We keep showing them.
immediately posted them up to the live stream. So if
At
you can
least
tell
4 or
us,
5 at this point.
I tell you what, if you can tell us the exact number, we'll send you a free hat.
Yeah, there we go.
Done. Ooh, David, good question. I like this one. Is coffee a bean tea?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't
so.
care
I mean,
because
it
I
has
don't
to
drink
be.
tea.
Yes, you do. Do you drink coffee?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Nice try, though.
My hot bean water.
Hot bean water. Yeah, man.
We covered this when I was on, Justin.
I know. I'm drinking. Lee's not. Can't expect me to
The
remember stuff.
pansy.
I know. Shout out to BrewDog, though, official sponsor of the Drink About It podcast, for providing this beer to the liquor store that I bought it from.
It's funny. I actually just listened to the podcast that I joined, and I tried to go back. I was like, there were a lot of sponsors in that episode.
Dude, we had the most sponsors in Josh's episode.
Yeah, right. A lot of people came out to sponsor Josh.
That's when most of our official sponsors got established.
Yeah, for sure.
Was that episode for sure?
Long
You're
time
welcome.
official sponsors now, like
Yeah,
Subaru.
thank you. Yeah, Subaru's been. Oh man, their constant support has been unwavering. It's incredible. It truly is.
Oh,
Mountain Lightning.
Mountain
Mountain Lightning and Dr.
Yeah,
Thunder.
Dr. Thunder. Oh, it's been incredible. It really has.
They said Tia's
Uh-oh.
leaves.
Tia's leaves. No, I mean,
Well, but I think it's still.
it's steeped over water and then removed, and you drink the water,
Yeah,
and that makes it a tea.
at its core, right?
Same thing, right? It's just beans. I mean, you could do pour over or whatever, but it's still the same thing. You're
You can do
filtering
pour-over
water.
tea, essentially,
You're
too.
filtering water. Yeah, you're filtering water over something and then drinking what came out of it.
Right.
Boom.
Yep.
That's a solid argument.
what's the point?
What you got, Lee?
Bag.
So you can remove the tea leaves from the tea.
Yeah, but still, that's stupid.
Brian has strong opinions on tea bags.
On tea bags.
Before we got engaged.
It's a bag on sticks.
It's like a piece of string with a tag. You're very confused.
I used to drink that sleepy time tea. Have you guys ever had that?
I've never had it, but I think
No.
it sounds like something I would like.
I used to drink that. Yeah, Josh. No, I haven't because I don't drink tea. Dude, it's good, man. I used to drink it all the time. They had it when I was stationed in Portsmouth.
Does it actually
for some
help you
reason.
sleep?
In my head, it's probably 99% placebo effect.
I don't know.
Like
I
you think,
think a warm
like
beverage
if,
would
if
help
you
sleep,
drink
though.
something like that, you think it's gonna help.
It's relaxing, like just in general. Like
Yeah,
hot
I
beverage.
was like chamomile, which is like a natural relaxant, helps you sleep. But I think it was like more of a mental thing. Like, okay, you get
It's a
into the routine. Yeah, you get in the routine of, okay, well, I drink this and then I go to bed.
I think if it was like readily available, like you said, was it like the station like that you were at?
Yeah, when I was
So I
stationed
think
in
if it was like
Portsmouth, they had
readily
it, so I
available, like
I
they
made it
had
every night.
Yeah,
Right.
I would do that.
I drank it in college a lot of, right before bed and stuff. I don't really drink a ton of tea now, but I did a lot in college and grad school.
How many dogs would Snoop
that's a
Dogg? Here we go. Another one from Dave. How many dogs would Snoop Dogg dog if Snoop Dogg could?
You
Snoop
had a stroke?
How many dogs could Snoop Dogg dog? Snoop.
If Snoop Dogg could Snoop Dogg.
It's far away.
It's a good question. I have a rebuttal to you, David. How many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's? That's a real question out here.
7.
Seven lows could Rob Lowe rob.
It's a
Oh
brick
man.
number.
Yeah, it's not very many. I guess, but it depends on what is a low and what is a.
No, Lowe's.
Okay.
You know, Lowe's.
And what does it mean to snoop a dog?
Right. That's a tough question, man.
I don't want to answer that.
That could be.
There's no good answer to that.
I've either had too many beers to drink or not enough beers to drink to
For
answer
this
that question.
conversation.
Right.
I want you to answer that question.
Yeah,
I'm-
it's one or the other.
Snooping a dog could be a drug reference.
Let's
Yes.
go with that.
If you're referring to Snoop Dogg.
It could be. That's what smoking weed is now. You're snooping the dog.
Snoop and the dog. Hoover and that schneef.
Nothing shows that we're that like we're away from the actual time. Snooping the dog, man.
So here's a reference that is comparable to adulting. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I'm like, we can grow grass now. I mean, we got bushes removed, so we're growing grass.
Yep.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy how things change. It's true, right?
It is.
Oh, it's
We're
funny.
growing the weeds in the house, but
Yeah,
we're
right.
growing grass
But
now.
we're growing grass outside.
It can be cut
Oh,
lawnmower.
Where do
Yeah.
you keep your weed?
In
Just
the
isolating audience again.
Right.
With movie quotes,
Oh.
obscure movie quotes.
Yeah. What is ooh, that's a good one. Somebody I have one probably final question here before.
Oh, should we do before you go to close? I don't know what you were gonna say.
No, I was not. I have
what about the
that's what
the
I was
good
gonna
question?
ask,
The
you
album.
asshole.
Oh,
Fuck.
get your shit together.
Get your shit together, Lee. I was gonna ask the fucking question, Lee. So, final question that we did not ask to either of you that you were on previous episodes that we've decided we are going to do this every episode, right?
Or try,
from
yeah,
now
at least
on.
try,
We're going to
right.
try, right? So it's the same question we're going to post to everybody. What musical album is in your mind, right? An album that you don't mess with, that you just put on, you press play, and is a great album from start to finish. Now, this could be something you're listening to recently or like an all-time favorite album, right? But me and Lee are both big music guys, that, as you both know. But we truly know that like the definition of a great album in our mind is one that you don't mess with. You don't just go on track 3 and then you skip to track 7. You put it in the CD player, put the cassette in, drop the needle on, whatever it is, and you just let it play. You know,
Drop
what
the needle on.
what album, as I was describing this, came into your head?
I have it. I'm gonna go get it.
Oh shit, she has it actually in possession.
While you guys are thinking that, can you imagine that like people aren't going to have that experience now? I mean, with all like the streaming services, like
Yeah.
we're probably the last like generation
Oh,
that has.
I
that
guess we should put the
experience.
question to like,
Oh, here we go. Becky got it.
oh, what a great
Yeah.
answer.
absolutely.
Journey's
What a-
greatest hits, right here.
Absolutely. Bravo.
Fuck.
Front to back.
Becky might have just won. Yes. Oh,
Absolutely.
I got 2.
it's going to be hard to beat that one, Brian. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm not saying that's a bad one. I got 2 additional ones. Linkin Park Hybrid Theory or Days
Yes.
Go by The Offspring.
Ooh.
Days Go By is a great album too.
What
And
a
I've heard
great album.
Hybrid Theory before. I think people from, especially like again our generation, I think that was like and if you're into that kind of music, that really like shaped your taste in music for like a lot of our generation.
Hybrid Theory was such
Absolutely.
an influential album for like musicians, for anybody listening. Right. Absolutely.
It shaped us for sure.
But the Offspring too. I was a big Offspring.
That was a great album.
yeah.
That really is. I mean, like
Absolutely.
the kids aren't all right. All their hits were on that album, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one. Great answers, Brian. Yeah,
Hey,
Meteor's been
straight
or
out.
Hybrid Theory rather.
In NWA.
Shaped a generation there too.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Yes.
All right. What about you, Josh? What album came to mind when I was saying that?
Now I say I'm a big Josh Groban fan. So I would have to say the Awake CD.
Oh yeah.
Josh Groban, Awake. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't expect that one. That's one we haven't heard yet.
That's a good one though.
I love this.
Yep. I
My-
say that those are I listen to it actually quite a bit still.
Really? I love asking this question too. So we talked about this that
For
like
sure.
we wanted to have like our hallmark question that we ask everybody,
Mhm.
right? And every time I ask this, and the reason I love it is that Becky, when you just immediately got up and like ran and grabbed that album, I love the fact that like everybody just gets so excited and so passionate about that, you know,
For
like
sure.
as I purposely ask that question like way longer than I have to because everybody gets so excited because they're like, oh my God, I know it. You know? So the other day I asked my barber the other day when I was sitting there, like the same question. And it's my favorite like new icebreaker now.
I not even as like an icebreaker. I also like the fact that like so much of our podcast has now become this like going to breweries and drinking craft beers, which I'm all about. I love that portion of it, but I love that this question has absolutely jack all to do with any of that stuff.
Right. Oh yeah. We can ask it anywhere we're at. And then my lovely wife said "Year of the Gentleman" by Neo, which is such a great answer because it's one of my top albums as well. Love those 2000s R&B, man.
For sure.
Best. Oh God, so good. Anybody else? So if you're currently live streaming, drop it in the comments though. So I love asking this question, and then what I love to do is go back and then listen to these albums, right?
For sure.
Because there's so many that we may know one or two songs from somebody, like you said, like Josh Groban. Like I've never listened to a full Josh Groban album. But I definitely will now,
For sure. Absolutely.
Is go back and like play the album from start to finish.
And like David posted, I don't know if you guys can see this Doom. I hope he means like the 2016 Doom soundtrack because like that is a phenomenal soundtrack. And I was listening to it in my car the other day from start to finish.
Really?
It is just, especially for someone into metal, you got to check it out. It's a lot of the reason why it's such a fantastic game. And just a great soundtrack. It just makes you feel like such a badass driving down the road.
Okay, the Doom soundtrack. I like it.
Doom 2016. Check it out.
Really? All right. I'll put it on the list.
Mitch is a madman.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be logging off here though.
No, right on, Josh. Hey, no, I appreciate it, guys. We'll wrap up the episode here. Thanks for hanging out, though.
This has been a lot of fun. This won't be
I'm
the
glad
last
that we
one.
did this. Yeah, this is cool. I think we'll probably plan this out with a little more time. That way people can prepare. And anybody who's watched up to this point or any other time, please feel free. It's obviously super casual and chill. So hang on. Lacey, I am going to post yours on here before we go, though, which is the Tarzan
soundtrack. What a good one.
Yeah.
Because we've said it before, I think even on this podcast, Phil Collins did not have to go that hard,
Just drop
but
the mic.
he did. He did it for us. He did it for us,
Absolutely.
guys. He did not need to go that hard on that soundtrack,
For sure.
but he killed it.
He did.
Oh, man. So, Lee, like always, give us your patented close, and we will sign off here for the night.
I think for the first time in a long time, I'm going to be doing this completely sober. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, right. No pressure. Don't fuck it up.
Thank you guys so much for listening and subscribing. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, and Anchor. Follow us on YouTube. Leave a comment, leave a review wherever you get your podcast. That helps us out a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that share button. Bye-bye.
See you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you.